Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading for September 16th to the 22nd. This is for Leo, Leo rising, and Leo moon. And before we jump into it, Leo, I just want to thank you so much for all your messages. They were very meaningful. They really moved me. So I'm very, very grateful and appreciative. I am out of the hospital. I am also a lot better, and I will do like a video on like what acts like happened. I'm on antibiotics, I'm good, I'm fine, but thank you again. And I'll probably do like a live stream or whatever this weekend, upcoming weekend. But anyway, Leo, let's get to it. Let's break it down. Let's see what's going on for you. This is obviously a big week with the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, and this eclipse in Pisces is affecting your 8th house. So it's in your 8th house, which is big. That's huge because the 8th house is all about transformation. It's death and rebirth. It's this new you. You're going through this big transformative experience. However, I mentioned this, and I think either your monthly forecast, last week's reading, this is going to be a big, like money could be a big thing for you right now. All right. Because 8th house is also other people's resources, shared resources. There's money matters here. There's money matters here. And the fact that we have, we're still in Virgo season, your 2nd house, that's also money, but that's income, salary, and finances, things that you value, possessions. So there's some money stuff for y'all. But this is a big week of transition. Especially for you, again, this is your 8th house with this eclipse. Now, as I said in your monthly forecast, you may already be feeling it. You may have already felt the effects of this eclipse, maybe even weeks before. It's really strong. It's powerful. It's very powerful. And remember, Saturn is in Pisces as well. And so we've been, with the Saturn oppositions, the Saturn squares, you could have felt a little bit of pressure, and, 8th house matters. You could have been going through a significant change in your life. Now, this eclipse, the biggest key word, the biggest key takeaway is release. Remember, it's a full moon. It's a full moon. It's a really strong full moon because it is an eclipse. So big change, big culmination, big turning point, breaking down walls, especially because Pisces, there are no walls in Pisces. So we'll talk about that in a second. But this is like almost like this big, great awakening, especially for you because it is in your 8th house. Now, this is a very emotional eclipse. It is in Pisces. Pisces is a water sign. And then eclipses are emotional. It's a full moon that can be emotional. So when I say like, breaking down these walls, it could even be just you having like this really good release, as in like having, if you have to have like, a good moment of just like crying, have that's a release. Okay. I can attest to that. So in some cases, some of these, breakdowns that we have lead to these great breakthroughs, and you see all these trines happening. We'll get to that in a second, but use this to release something that you no longer need in your life, okay, as part of your transformation story to empower yourself, all right? And remember, I said it's going to be an emotional eclipse, especially because Mars is in Cancer too. I've talked about that. Mars in Cancer really heightens emotions. But anyway, just know eclipses bring like permanent change, all right? That's how strong eclipses are. And I noted down here, you see October 2nd, all right? This isn't just a one-off eclipse. Eclipses come in pairs. They happen, 4 to 6 times a year. They bring change. They bring great change. This eclipse that's happening October 2nd, that's a new moon solar eclipse that's happening in Libra. So when I say you're in a week of transition, it really is weeks of transition into this next chapter in your life. So I don't want you to be afraid of this eclipse. A lot of people are like, for some reason, they get like really afraid of like change, and I get it. I understand it, and Leo, you're a fixed sign. So, but there's a lot of mutable energy here that it's going to help you. Okay. But just remember, keyword releasing what no longer serves you well to make room for what will bring this greatness in your life, great balance in your life. We're talking about Libra here. We're moving into Libra season. All right. So keep that in mind. That's going to be a big eclipse. And remember what I said in your monthly forecast. whatever happens this month, it's really giving you a preview into 2025 and 2026. All right. Because the eclipse cycle, we're moving into the lunar nodes are moving into the Pisces Virgo axis. So you're just getting a glimpse now. It's going to be really strong. 2025. It ends in 2026. Leo, this is big. Pay attention to this. 2026, in August 2026. First of all, I mentioned 2025, possibly the most pivotal year of the decade. 2026, one of the biggest years of the decade. And then in August 2026, that's when we move into the Aquarius Leo axis. So there's going to be some really big changes happening for you once we get to 2026. We'll talk about it in 2026. But in any case, just know with the Virgo, the Pisces Virgo axis, again, like I said, money matters. Finances going to be a big thing for you. And even love, like love, self-confidence, self-worth, value, the value you bring to things. Okay. Now, and keep in mind, one last thing. All the eclipses that are going to be happening in Pisces up until 2026, they're all lunar eclipses. None of them are solar eclipses. So remember, lunar eclipses are culmination, things coming to an end. So you are definitely going through a lot of transformations, but this is the first one. And then remember how I said we have a lot of mutable energy. We have Saturn, Neptune, and the moon in Pisces. We have Sun and Mercury in Virgo, and Jupiter and Gemini, all mutable signs if you want to throw Jupiter and Gemini in there. So that's 6 planets and mutable signs. I mean, that's change. That's adapting to change, but making things like you could easily adapt to this change that's happening in your life. Now, Neptune will be conjuncting this eclipse. Saturn, obviously very active. Both planets are in Pisces. Very intuitive energy. Equally emotional, like I said. I mean, the moon is emotion, Mars in Cancer, emotions. But Pisces is the collective unconscious. Pisces is very dreamy. All right. Now, one of the reasons why this may be heightened for you, this eclipse, is because Mars is in Cancer in your 12th house, which is, Pisces rules that. Neptune rules that. So it is the subconscious. It's intuition, it's dreams, all of that. And when I say Pisces is very dreamy, yes, pay attention to your dreams this week. They could be sending you messages. Secondly, when I say dreamy, it's in the sense of like, I have a dream, okay? And I'm moving toward that. So this eclipse is definitely asking you to go really, really deep. Ask yourself, am I being honest with myself? With the pursuit, with my pursuits, with what I want for my future, and what do I have to release, whether it's in my physical world, whether it's a part of me, all right, to move forward. This is definitely going to be, you're definitely going to feel a lot of intuitive energy just looking at what's going on for Leos. All right. So really trust your intuition. The eclipse is all about creativity, imagination, healing, both mental and emotional health. This is very spiritual. We're talking about Pisces here, empathy, compassion, all really heightened. Remember, I said the collective unconscious too. Pisces is the sign where, even if you think about the constellation of Pisces, it's the fish swimming upstream, it's the fish swimming downstream. So you can think of it as like conscious and subconscious. But the best way to think about it is like, think about being part of a school of fish, all moving toward this great awakening. All right. So this eclipse is asking you to stay with your school of fish, get in line with your school of fish. That's what's going to help you involve tapping into that intuitive energy, your higher self. Okay. That's going to make the biggest difference, because that's where you're going to recognize, what do I need to release? Okay. What do I need to release to evolve, to ascend? Now, Mercury is going to be, Mercury's actually going to be very charged up here. Remember, Mercury is in Virgo in its domicile and in, exalted, but Neptune is also highly charged, conjuncting this eclipse. Mercury will be opposite Saturn in Pisces. So there's a lot happening with this eclipse, and I'll break it down more in, the live stream video that I do. But just know that all of this just means is you may have a big reality check. All right. Remember, this is all about being honest with yourself, I've been saying from day one, like Neptune in Pisces, Neptune retrograde in Pisces. Well, not day one, like 2 months ago. Neptune, it's Neptune brings like those lower frequencies sometimes, like illusion, escapism, self-sabotage. And I'm just really emphasizing this for you, Leo, because Mars is in Cancer in your 12th house and will be here for many months. Okay, so remember that. So this is really acknowledging what you have to release. Okay, it can be habits, grudges, it can be self-denial about something. There's something like you may recognize that may be holding you back. And remember, we're ending something here with this eclipse, the lunar eclipse, moving into something new, making room for something new to come into your life. So this is all about opening your heart and having that self-love for yourself and acknowledging what you do have to let go. Now, and it again, it can just be a part of yourself. I want you, particularly you, Leo, to think about like caterpillar to butterfly. This is real because it's happening in your eighth house. That's really what it is. Okay. So to become that butterfly, like what do you have to what do you have to let go? All right. Now, you see on Thursday, oh, I mentioned Mercury opposite Saturn. So just around this eclipse time, I would avoid signing anything on this, like around this time, okay? Making any contracts, signing anything, making any like really strong agreements. And again, especially for you, because Saturn is in Pisces in your eighth house. So that can include like business partners. You saw that like blah, blah, blah. Business partners or, things like that, right? So just avoiding anything where you're making like a really strong agreement here. But then, you see that the sun is going to trine Uranus on September 19th. That's going to be Thursday. Huge breakthrough energy. This is, oh my goodness, absolutely amazing, especially if you're here for career. All right. Career, fame, public recognition, honors, achievements. Uranus is in Taurus in your 10th house. All right. So you could get some really big, surprising, auspicious news or that comes out of nowhere around this time. That's really nice. But this could also be part of your personal breakthrough, something that you are just extremely proud of yourself. Like I've moved past this. And actually, this is going to be a really great grand trine. All right. You've got the sun in Virgo, Earth trine, okay? Sun in Virgo, Uranus and Taurus. And then remember, Pluto has moved back into Capricorn. And so when you see what's happening between Thursday and Saturday, when the sun, Saturday the 21st, when the sun is going to trine Pluto, again, like we're talking about this Earth trine here, Pluto moved back into Capricorn in your sixth house. And that's everyday activities. And that's also work. So really big work energy. And if you're not here for work or career, what are you exerting all your energy into that you want to be known for? What is it that you are very passionate about? So again, it can, if you're retired or if you're in school, just something here that's so special. Someone could be opening doors for you. This with sun trining Pluto and Saturday, some authority figure. But again, it could be part of your transformation story. Something that you're just, I moved past this. I'm in my power. I'm, feel very empowered. And then you see on Sunday that, the sun will move into Libra. So we do move into Libra season. And then just after we have that eclipse in Libra, we have Venus moving into Scorpio, all of which we'll talk about next week. I just wanted to illustrate all this Libra energy, partnerships, relationships, harmony, balance. Remember, releasing something to make room so you feel a lot more balanced in your life. So, and everything that's happening on Sunday really has more emphasis on the week after. Okay. So let's see what's going on for you, Leo, for the week of September 16th to the 22nd for Leo and Leo rising and Leo moon. All right, Leo. Okay. Leo, I hope you're doing well. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for being here again. Y'all, thanks so much for all your messages. And I do like community posts every Sunday. I try to do it every Sunday. So you can look there for any announcements that I make because I do have like a really good lineup for September in terms of like live streams. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's see what's going on. Leo, this is gonna be a big like when I say transformation, transformation. All right. Really, really big energy there. Um, mm. It seems like you're going to be moving forward, but then you're going to have this moment of like, oh, what's going on? Let's get started. You have this, but you're going to be good. You're, again, this big transformation, spiritual transformation. You have the Six of Swords. All right. So there really is something here where it really could be you have already started this transition into being in a place where you're not boggled down up here, okay? And I know like the past few months, it just really strong energies. There was a lot happening. There were a lot of aspects that even, obviously like included you with Mercury and your side. There was so much happening. But anyway, this is really great. This is moving forward. This is like this really great transition where you're leaving. I'm going to show you something here. You have you see the turbulent water and then look at the direction they're going. So it's almost like going from like this chaos to this calm. And it's just completely calm moving forward. Okay. Look how there's like no undulation in the sea. So moving into a place of a lot more freedom, thinking a lot more clearly, really recognizing the things that have been taking up too much in like maybe like your head space, but accepting a lot of things as well. Now, it's moving into the Eight of Swords and the heart of your spread. So this week, yes, you could be going through a moment because like I said, this eclipse is happening in your eighth house, and that's really strong. All right, it's a really strong, but this is your personal transformation. This is this end of something, beginning of something new. With an eclipse, that is the end of something, and then the beginning of something new. So, really, really strong energy where it really is a point where don't fear this eclipse, don't fear these changes that are happening in your life. Remember I said Neptune is going to do that. Neptune is conjuncting this eclipse, and Neptune can bring those lower frequency energies of illusion, delusion, confusion. Escapism is a really big part of that, and I want you to recognize that. And so and remember I mentioned self-sabotage. That's what this card is. This is a lot of self-victim. We call this, like the self-victim card. She put herself around swords, blindfolded, bound, really can't see, okay? But chooses not to face the things that she has to face. And so this is just saying, take that time, really going within intuition. That's going to make the biggest difference, because it seems like you could be overthinking things. You could be already creating this sense of like, an outcome for something that hasn't even happened, right? So really go deep, really have that moment of really setting yourself free from anything that may be causing you to just overanalyze or overthink things to the point where you're just like, oh my goodness, like what's going to happen with this? What's going to happen with this? Set yourself free. So remember, this eclipse is all about release. Let that thing go. All right. And then, you got the Queen of Cups clarifying the Eight of Swords. So go at your comfort level. Okay. There really could be, you see her feet are free. She can walk out anytime she wants to. And then you also see the swords are not completely, she's not like completely enclosed. So she can walk out. All right. So it's really a matter of you recognizing that I don't have to, be in this place where I'm like overthinking, overanalyzing. Maybe pay attention to this with that siren that's just going off, because it's fairly a big sign. You have nothing to look. You have the Queen of Cups clarifying. Big sign. Big sign. Queen of Cups is, here's the thing. Queen of Cups is Cancer, okay? So remember, Mars has moved into Cancer in your 12th house. So that is up here, the subconscious, intuition. Queen of Cups, very intuitive to a psychic level, actually, but so much love, so much self-love, so much emotional depth. She does what her heart desires. She has so much heart, so much love to give. She leads with her heart. So this is just being in touch with your intuition and emotions, instead of not paying attention to it and really letting things come up here. Is there anyone, because I'm looking at your Five of Wands here in your challenge area, the bigger thing that's happening, it does feel like there could be a lot of just you again, this tug of war happening within your head. But there also is someone like it could be in your external world where it could be family, it could be colleagues, it could even be your friends, right? That's putting you in this headspace. Okay. So don't let anyone influence that. You need to go within for yourself. That's what this eclipse is. All right. Remember, going deep, being your authentic self with the decisions that you're making moving forward, that puts you in this place where you have this self love with that Queen of Cups energy. Now you have the Seven of Pentacles in your crown. So it could be a bit this big decision that has to do with money. Remember, you got money stuff going on. Could have to do with money. There could be even investments and inheritance, like I mentioned. That is all part of the eighth house with this eclipse that's happening in your eighth house. Shared resources, inheritance, investments, bonuses, commissions, debts, paying off debts, loans. It could be mortgage. It could be royalties or joint bank accounts. But there is something here where I want you to really just give it some consideration. Okay, could be work related as well. Seven of Pentacles is a Taurus card. Remember, Taurus rules your 10th house of career. So a lot of y'all may be at a crossroads, or there could be something where you're really invested blood, sweat, tears into something to a point this week where you're just like, okay, what's next? I don't know if this is the path I want to be on. But some of y'all could be in a place where you're satisfied. You've worked to a point where, uh, you know, things have legs and you're in this groove. But looking at this, they're really, well, I'll clarify that one for you. Yeah, you have the Four of Wands here. Some of y'all may be making big decisions this week, all right? Because it just feels like I want you to know that first of all, I want you to be proud of yourself for how far you've come, okay, with that Seven of Pentacles. A lot of y'all may be thinking this week, what I've done is not enough, or I'm not seeing, enough bounty. I'm not seeing enough being compensated or whatnot for all the work that I've done. But you've got this for a Wands here. And so this is just indicating there may be something here. You may be making a big decision that can bring you all this big, a lot of joy and this sense of, like I said, that's freedom, this freeness. Look at this couple here. Like they're just completely in the zone celebrating. There's so much joy in this card. Celebration, milestones, really great energy. Okay, really great energy. So it's something that you're seeking. And it can be, think about, you maybe think about like promotion or maybe even starting a new career. And if you're not here for work, again, if not here for work at all, family, big thing. Okay, it could be relationship, partnership, and love and romance. It could be proposal, getting married. It could even be like just moving in a place where you feel that you've reached this milestone. Like, I've done this. I feel really good about this. So again, if you're retired, it doesn't matter how old you are. What is going to make you feel that? All right. Now you have the Knight of Wands, which is really great, and the root of your spread. So this is just boom. Let's do it. Let's just move forward. I really want to, set out on this mission, go after my goals, things that I'm passionate about, things that are very ambitious about. You actually have your North and South node in your ninth and third house. So travel could be a big theme for you this week as well. There could be something travel related that may be on your mind, but also just even like, if not physical travel, like travel of the mind, right? Pursuit like of this higher wisdom that you're seeking. But in any case, there is movement here that's really strong, that's really nice. And then you have the Hanged Man in your or in your future, which is great because the Hanged Man is all about having that sense of release, even making sacrifices for the things that you know that you want. Okay, especially with your perspective and how you're seeing things. The North Node is in Aries, like I said, so that is your ninth house. You could be really ascending. You could be seeing things in a different way, or you could be wanting to see things in a way you're like ready to see things in a different way. So I really like that. Okay, with that Eight of Swords in the heart of your thread, but then in the future you have the Hanged Man here. The Hanged Man, by the way, is attributed to Neptune. So Neptune, remember, is conjuncting this eclipse that's happening in your eighth house. That personal transformation, really going deep. The eighth house is intense. There is this depth to the eighth house. So really going deep to understand what I do have to let go in order to move forward, to have this big transformation in my life. All right. So there, and it could bring you this sense of enlightenment too. And I'll even clarify that. Yeah. So let it go. Whatever you need to let go, let it go. Okay. Make room for that Ace of Wands. I mean, it's in your future. You're going to be fine. You really have to even make that surrender. And a lot of it is going to be you. Okay. It's going to be this eclipse. It's going to be all you. What do I have to let go as part of my journey? But you've got the Ace Wands. Really great. Okay. Aces usher in that new change, new beginnings. So a lot of y'all could be, when I say think about like making big changes, it could be work, it could be something that has to do with your company, it has to do with maybe even starting your own business. Maybe you understand you've gained enough knowledge to start your own business. There's just something that you can look forward to with that Ace of Wands there. Ace of Wands, like ambition, right? It's your passions, so invigorating and so lively. And you've got, the Four of Wands in your crown. You got the Knight of Wands and the reverse spread. So I love all these wands. You're moving from all these swords to these wands. So really, really special, really nice. Just be mindful of that Five of Wands in your challenge area. There just could be a lot of noise, a lot of competitive energy that comes up with this. And it could be energy that was coming up earlier that it's just like, don't burn yourself out and don't like do anything where it just maybe all up here. Okay. All up here. Just make that commitment to release what you need to release, but you have to trust your intuition to know. Let's get to your stuff, Leo. Oh my goodness, y'all. By the way, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, all that fun algorithm stuff. It really does help with the channel, and leave comments. Let me know what's going on. You honestly, Leo, the fact that you have this eclipse in your eighth house, it is big. So I really want to know. I want to know what you're going through. All right. And I love it. Y'all are amazing. All right. So, wow. Speaking of wands, oh my goodness. You are ready. You're ready. I want you to feel driven. I want you to feel inspired. I want you to feel that passion that is like inside you. You're just that burning passion, just going for it. You're going to be absolutely good here. You have the Seven of Wands. Very interesting because it does seem like there's this stuck energy for this week. But again, trust your intuition to release a thing, to make room for that Ace of Wands here. All right. So Seven of Wands, by the way, is another Leo card. You got all the so you got the Five of Wands, Six of Wands, and Seven of Wands. All right. So they're all Leo cards. So this really is all about you and your transformation, what you're seeking. All right. So there is a sense of just the Seven of Wands is all about valor, right? It's all about valor. It's value, okay? If you think about the word valor, by the way, just going all the way to like old French, worth, what you're worth and value. So remember, we talked about that earlier here. So really just don't let anyone get you down. Don't let, again, that competitive energy could be strong. You even see here the wands coming after the guy on top of the hill, but he's got the advantage. He's on top of the hill. Okay. So he's the one that's got this great view. He can fend them off. So really standing your ground. All right. Now you've got the Page of Wands with the Ace of Wands. You have the Page of Wands in your external factors area. The pages are messengers. So there could be some big message coming through. Like I said, you've got these wonderful trines that are happening for you. And Page of Wands with the Ace of Wands is just big. It's big. It's showing that there is definitely something new that you can look forward to. And it could be, like I said, this message that comes through about this new opportunity, this new path that's opening up for you. There really could be something that has to do with travel again is coming up. But yeah, you are ready. There is this sense of just really exploring your imagination, your intuition, knowing what you want moving forward. But there possibly is something new that you are moving into. All right, just remember to have that surrender and know that you want this new path moving forward. And in order to have this new path, you've got to make room for it. All right, now the Six of Wands, I love the fact that you got the Six of Wands. It's, public recognition, it's victory, it's success. It seems like that's what you're looking for, a lot of that. And again, with the trines that are happening, especially with Sun trining Uranus and Taurus in your 10th house of career and fame. All right. So again, if you're not here for career, just what you want to be recognized for. It seems like you're moving in that direction. You want to move in that direction, but ultimately you just want to be victorious. Okay, in your pursuits. And then you have the Two of Pentacles in your final outcome. So again, it seems like you are going to make a decision, and it seems like you have to make a decision. And it can be a new job, it can be a new career path, it can be something that you're passionate about. There is a sense of something coming together, though, with that Two of Pentacles. Could be work. Honestly, could be work related. There could be the Two of Pentacles is really, I mean, he's a juggler and he's doing a great job. He could be doing this for the rest of his life. You even see the pentacles bound in this symbol of the infinity symbol, right? So the thing is, like, do you want to do you want to be like juggling a whole bunch of things for the rest of your life? Not really. You want to make that decision, either prioritizing something over the other or letting something go. Like I said, that release to bring that balance, because the Two of Pentacles has an element of imbalance to it. You see he has his foot off the ground, the pentacles are a little off, the waves are a little off. So just know that there may be something that you may have to make a decision about. It could have to do with finances, money, wealth that I mentioned earlier, especially because it's pentacles. Pentacles are your physical reality, though, as well. So, because something that this great change that it seems like you're going to be making a decision, but be comfortable taking off that blindfold. How much time do we have? I'll clarify that. Yeah, and then you got the Three of Wands. Wow, that is just insane. Leo, you see what's happening here? You got the Three of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Seven of Wands. Don't forget, you've got also the Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. That's a lot of passion. That's a lot of just like this spirited energy. I mean, like, wands remember fire, okay? But this is, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. This is really rare. This is just absolutely mind blowing. Okay, so wow, you're good. It just, I wouldn't overanalyze things. Don't be in your head about too many things. And again, it could be some people that are influencing that. Okay, and again, it can be work, colleagues, it could be family, whatever resonates with you. It could even be like I said, like friendships or whatnot. But just be in a place where you can be your authentic self and move forward, because now you have the Three of Wands here indicating like that. I call that the green light card. You're ready to go. Look at it's all sky here. What did they say? The sky's the limit. And he's gazing out upon it, and you see the boats moving around. So another, nod and wink to like travel, by the way. But there's almost like just ready to go do this new thing. 1 + 2 = new reality. So something new is definitely happening here. Something new is definitely happening here. But it is in a way where you do want to do something new and explore something new. And it really, again, other people can be involved for sure with what's happening here. But either way, you're good. I didn't even have to say, like, you're good. You're absolutely good. I've never seen a spread with all those I mean, like, that's crazy. That's crazy. But don't forget, you have the Hangman, then the Ace of Wands and Page of Wands. Okay, and your future, your external factors area. So you're definitely good to go. Just have that release. Don't overanalyze things. Don't let anyone put you in a place where you feel that you're doubting yourself or you're fearing the future, don't do that. Okay. And don't do that to yourself, because you're ready to move forward and you're going to be absolutely fine. Again, this is rare. All those ones, that's rare. You know that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Leo, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what's going on. And next week we will talk more about all the aspects next week, moving into Libra season. Communication is going to be a big thing for you. Okay, maybe even family is going to be a big thing for you moving into Libra season. That's your third house. Okay, maybe even contracts that you're signing. There's something big, something big. Anyway, thanks so much, Libra. I'll see you next. Leo, thanks so much, Leo. I'll see you next week. All right, bye bye.